Hello and welcome to Overanalyze. My name is Levi and today I'll be covering District 32 1A, the last district in 1A. Tomorrow we're going to be covering 2A, moving up, but first we have a district to overanalyze. So first off the teams we have Benavides, Bruni, Lazara, San Ysidro, San Perlita, and McMullen County. The only one I'm confident I pronounced correctly was that last one. I'm very sorry. For location of this district, I can just say it's south, very south. So far south that it's even further south than south is. It's again very large. We're kind of below from about below San Antonio with McMullen County all the way down to the border, basically, near some of those border cities. So getting the teams, we have McMullen County. They got first and they made it to the regional semifinals, and then they lost to Neches by 8. Pretty close there. They beat Leakey, Bartlett, and Rock Springs to get there. Rock Springs being a very good team themselves, as I covered yesterday. Let's see. They went 10-0 in district, and their closest game was decided by 17 points. I guess you could call that domination. So, and then actually they only had 5 losses in the regular season, and all of them were to schools in higher classifications. They did not lose a single game to a 1A team before Neches in the playoffs, so that's pretty cool. They have 3 seniors on 13 players on a 13-player roster, so an okay amount. But they have a lot of 2023, so a lot of juniors this past year who are going to be seniors next year. So next year might be their best chance at making state for maybe a couple of years. I don't know what they have coming up in middle school. That would be weird if I did. So next we have San Perlita. They got second, lost in by district to Dehanis by 5. They went 8-2 in district, beat San Ysidro by 3 and then by 5. So really close between them, and then not very close with the McMullen County games. So actually, their roster 12 players, but 5 seniors. So that's a lot. I don't think it was 5 starters, but usually when you have 5 seniors, you at least have, it's usually at least 3, maybe even 4 starters, and just a lot of minutes. It's hard to replace that kind of stuff. But as I've said before, teams that are at the top will stay at the top because they know how to develop players that they have. So we'll definitely see San Perlita pretty close to the top next year. I can almost guarantee it. So next we have San Ysidro. They got 3rd, lost in by district to Nueces Canyon by 9 in by district. They went 6-4 in district, like I said earlier, narrowly losing to San Perlita. And then their games against the bottom teams were not close. So really San Perlita and San Ysidro are like a cluster right there, kind of by themselves though. They have kind of a more forgiving graduating class, 3 seniors on 10 players. Still have some people that they need to replace, but it could be worse, you know. Who we got next? Lazara. So Lazara, they got 4th, lost in by district to Rock Springs. So they're, like I said earlier, there's kind of a gap between the top. There's a gap between McMullen County and teams 2 and 3, and there's a gap between 2 and 3 and Lazara. And so like the Rock Springs game, it was by a lot. So Lazara, they went 4-6 in district, and they are on an island. They are by themselves. They, at least this past year, they were not even close. None of their games were close. their closest margin in a district game, win or loss. I don't discriminate. 29 points. 29 points. They came on a win. They won by 29, and then they lost by 32. I think that was their second closest. I mean, but still, that's crazy. Like 29 points, and that's your how it's just, it must be boring to go to a game to watch that. I mean, it's just, that's crazy. Like that never happens. So they don't actually have a roster uploaded, but I don't even think that it matters. Like, it would take a lot for Benavides, who came in 5th, to catch up to them this next year. Obviously, things change from year to in a few years, but I mean, they are on an island. That is crazy. All right, final predictions time. McMullen County at 10-0, San Perlita at 7-3, San Ysidro at 7-3, Lazara at 4-6, Benavides at 2-8, and Bruni at 0-10. So the only changes, the only game that I have that changed between this past year and next year is that San Ysidro picks up a game on San Perlita. I mean, everything else stays the same. I'm guessing those margins stay pretty much the same as well. So I have that split between San Perlita and San Ysidro. Other than that, no splits. What a way to end 1A. All right, that's really all I have for District 32 1A. Tomorrow we start the bigger classifications. So we go from small towns and unincorporated communities to slightly larger towns. So 2A, District 1 in 2A coming to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.